The butterflies in your stomach tell you how much you care. The goosebumps on your arms show you how deeply you feel. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. What if movies are too? What if every frame, every line, every scene is more than what meets the eye? Like an iceberg, 90% lies beneath the surface. Can movies predict the future? Not in some mystical fortune-telling way, but in a subtle, symbolic language that speaks to the deepest parts of our minds. If you're ready to see behind the curtain, keep watching. Welcome to our channel where we unlock the secrets of the universe. Remember, the truth is out there, and it's up to you to find it. Now, let's begin. Have you ever had a dream so vivid it felt more real than real? Where the characters and plot were like a movie playing inside your head. Dreams weave together fragments of our past, emotions, fears, and hopes into strange new scenarios. Sometimes when you wake up, you can't help but wonder, did any of it offer a glimpse into the future? Well, imagine this. What if those glimpses weren't confined to your dreams but played out on a bigger stage? A stage where millions of people gather to witness stories unfold before they happen in the real world. Have you ever heard of the Mandela effect? It's this strange phenomenon where a large group of people share a false memory of a past event. For example, a common one is people remembering the Berenstain Bears as the Berenstain Bears. At first glance, it seems like a trivial, perhaps even quirky observation. However, when you start looking for it, you notice it everywhere. There's the classic example of the Monopoly man in the top hat, despite countless box and online images showing him in a simple shirt. Then there's Nelson Mandela being released from prison in 1990 instead of the widely known 1994. These aren't just slip-ups. There's something deeper at play here. When you encounter these examples, especially if you're young enough to have no recollection of the supposed original versions, you naturally question what you thought you knew about the world. Suddenly, you're not so sure about anything. Even basic things like the spelling of a children's book or the date of a significant historical event begin to feel wobbly under your feet. Why does it matter? Because we are experiencing a shift in reality. This might sound dramatic, but consider what happens when enough people share a false memory. It implies a change in the collective consciousness. After all, reality is subjective, and our memories shape it. So if enough of us remember something differently, haven't we collectively changed the past? This isn't science fiction. It's happening right now, all around us. But why? What's causing these widespread shifts in memory? Many believe that what we're seeing is not a bug, but a feature. That is, we're not making mistakes. We're tapping into an intentional process. But what would be the purpose of this? To put it simply, it's to shape our perceptions. It's like a game of chess where each move is carefully calculated to lead the opponent into a specific direction. Only instead of two players, there are many. And instead of a board, the whole world is the playing field. How do they pull it off? Well, it starts with distraction. If you've been following our channel, you know we've discussed this in depth. It's crucial to divert your attention away from subtle cues and signs. Get you focused on irrelevant details while important shifts go unnoticed. And then there's the big reveal. Just like the climax of a suspenseful movie, this keeps you engaged and wondering, what just happened? It's designed to jolt you out of complacency and make you question what you thought you understood about the world. It's a wake-up call, albeit an unintentional one. Some dismiss it as mere curiosity, a harmless quirk of human nature. But that's just a Band-Aid solution. It ignores the elephant in the room. Instead of addressing the elephant, let's tackle it head-on. Imagine being able to read the future. Not in some vague sense, but by actually seeing events unfold before they happen. Sounds like a fantasy, right? Well, what if it's closer to reality than you think? Enter predictive programming. It's the idea that mass media like movies, TV, books, video games, and even commercials subtly hint at future events, trends, and changes in society. These predictions aren't made explicitly, but woven into the fabric of the story. A casual comment, a peculiar detail, or an object placed in the background. These elements might seem insignificant on the surface, but when you start to connect the dots, a fascinating picture emerges. One of the most talked about instances of predictive programming involves The Simpsons, a show that's been on the air since 1989. Over the years, it's made uncanny predictions that have left many scratching their heads. Take, for instance, the episode that aired on February 1997. In it, Principal Skinner is seen wearing a badge that reads, "Future Drama Queen Lisa Simpson." Fast forward a few years, and in 2009, Lisa was voted prom queen. It wasn't a one-off. There are numerous examples of The Simpsons predicting events that happened years later, from political elections to health emergencies, specific technologies, and even financial collapses. But why? Is the show's creator, Matt Groening, clairvoyant? Of course not. Instead, he and his team likely tapped into a combination of keen observation and intuition. By paying close attention to the trends and changes around them, they were able to craft storylines that mirrored what was to come. Some argue that predictive programming is nothing but coincidence. Others see it as a form of creative genius. But what if there's more to it? What if these predictions aren't just accidental? What if there's a deliberate effort to shape the collective unconsciousness, to nudge humanity towards certain beliefs and behaviors? Consider this in George Orwell's dystopian novel 1984, published in 1949. The protagonist, Winston Smith, lives in a world of constant surveillance and propaganda. Sound familiar? Now think of the Wachowskis' film The Matrix, released in 1999. It depicts a reality where humans are unknowingly trapped inside a simulated world controlled by machines. Both stories paint a grim picture of a future where control and deception are rampant. Could it be a coincidence? Perhaps. But could there also be a deliberate attempt to condition the audience to accept such scenarios as plausible? In Suzanne Collins's The Hunger Games trilogy, set in a post-apocalyptic United States, young people are forced to participate in televised death matches. Does this bear a striking resemblance to our own fascination with reality TV and the glorification of violence in the media? Films like Contagion, starring Matt Damon, depict a world brought to its knees by a deadly pandemic. And the chillingly accurate depiction of a virus outbreak in the book and subsequent film The Stand by Stephen King were published long before COVID-19 became a household word. Then there's the popular young adult series The Maze Runner, which revolves around a group of teenagers trapped in a mysterious maze. Could this be interpreted as an allegory for the growing concern over climate change and the feeling of being trapped in a world of our own making? Coincidence or conspiracy? You decide. However, the real question isn't just about what these predictions mean, but why they're even happening. And the answer lies in the power of suggestion. If you want to know more, stay tuned for Part 2, where we dive deeper into the hidden forces that drive predictive programming. What if we told you that everything you see, hear, and experience is part of a grand design? A design that extends far beyond what meets the eye. From the dawn of civilization, shamans and seers have sought to uncover the hidden patterns and connections that govern the universe. They understood that the physical world is merely the tip of the iceberg, and that beneath this material reality lies a deeper, more profound level of existence. In this realm, everything is interconnected through a vast web of energy and information. Symbols hold immense power, shaping our thoughts, emotions, and perceptions. They are the keys that unlock the doors to the unseen realms, allowing us to glimpse the hidden order of the universe. Our mission is to decode these signs and symbols so that you can awaken to the true nature of reality. But please remember, knowledge without action is like a treasure without a map. Your journey begins with a single step. Click the subscribe button to join our movement and embark on a path of self-discovery and transformation. Let us know in the comments what you think. Are these just coincidences, or is there something more at play? Share your thoughts and join the conversation. Together, We can unravel the mysteries of the universe and discover the hidden patterns that shape our world. So don't wait. Subscribe today and take the first step towards a deeper understanding of reality.